this is outperforming the really, really popular brand name stuff in terms of tracking precision, robustness, and clarity. I mean, it's doing better than a lot of the stuff that was a couple $1,000. So there you go.
Okay, guys. I really don't know what to say about that. I am from the Show Me State. My name is Mike Cornelison. I've watched this guy's video for a while. I've watched several of his videos. There is no doubt in my mind that he's a good shooter, that he knows what he's talking about, and he does long range classes. But this is a prime example of somebody that is stating falsehood, okay? The Arken EP5 is not outperforming $2,000 scopes.
Hey guys, it's Bob again, and I'm out in the field today with my Arken Optics EP5 and my rangefinder. I'm going to try to shoot some footage today out to 1 mile and let you guys get some eyes on a bit farther out. I did put a little bit of content out with the EP5 and the Arken SH4 Gen 2 from a couple hundred yards, and had a few people wondering what the optic would be like shooting at distance. So I'm going to do my...
Okay guys, so he's talking about shooting at distance through the scope. If you look at that, he's showing us a background there. He's showing us a field with grass.
This is about 1,400 yards.
And it's 1,400 yards,
Corn and a tree line.
not 1,760. So he's showing us a picture of a field and trees. That's great, and he's doing it with his phone. And I'm guilty of the same thing, guys. This guy's trying to make a video. It would be better if there was a plate out there so we could kind of see the pock marks or maybe see what he's shooting at. He's just trying to show us video through the scope, and it's not bad for what it is. But the comment section of this Ruger Gundog guy, he says that the Arken EP5 is as good as $1,500 scopes, and he's dead wrong, okay? Just another example of some videos out there that are, you know, pretty misleading.
Okay guys, we are out here with the Arken EP5, the Helos PTR Gen 2, and our surprise visitor today is the Element Titan. That is an $800 scope. We're going to be looking through it as well. I will be looking through it, giving you guys information. We will do a video.
Okay guys, this is obviously my video, and what I'm doing here is I'm relaying information to you that I see through the scopes. Why would I do that? I know it's nice to look at video footage through a scope, okay? But you're looking at a projected image through more than just the scope lenses. Like you got the camera lenses, and then you've got everything that's going on inside the camera, making that algorithm which creates the picture, okay? That process in itself is flawed. It is hard to generate good quality video through a scope and get the same representation you would get if you were looking at it with your eyeball, okay? That's a lot to digest right there, but it's simple fact. The night portion of the next video that I shot shows that in folds. And what I mean by that is,
I noticed
if you're going right, when I'm going through the dark here and I'm off to the side, right there,
that's 50 yards.
there's a man target right here that I can plainly see through the viewfinder of my camera. I can plainly see that with my eyes. Now, if I blew this up on my big TV last night and I could see that man target there, but the 150 yard targets that you see, that I say that's there, you can't see them through the camera, okay? That's because of all the crap that's going on with videoing through the scope. This is nevertheless pretty good footage. I mean, the scope performed really well in the dark, better than expected, okay? But it is by no means a $2,000 optic. It is not. The illumination is not on par with a $2,000 optic. The coatings are not on par with the $2,000 optics. Now the erector set, I don't know. I've not tested the erector set to know that if this thing's going to track the way it should. My point is, this video right here shows that everything that I captured that I seen through the camera did not get, obviously, to the video on YouTube. Okay, so that makes it kind of hard. That's why I choose to do videos where I'm relaying information to you guys. I have no reason to sway the information one way or the other, okay? So, a little case in point, stand by. All right, guys. I am not going to win any popularity contests with this video. I am sure of that. So, here we go. I'm going to call this video myth busting because there seems to be a lot of myth surrounding the new Arken EP5. Okay? Arken EP5 5-25 by 56. This is a great, it's not a good scope, it's a great scope for the money. 550 bucks. You get a lot of scope for the money, a lot of bang for the buck. There is no doubt. Okay? This is a 4-16 Arken. This is 6-24. Both of these are Gen 2, SH4 Gen 2s. The EP5 is an upgrade over these scopes. Okay? Now, in the video, and I'm not sure where I'm going to slice that in, but I'm going to show you guys that are show you other channels that's saying that this scope is better than, let's say, this scope. This is a $1,700 scope. This is a track toric. Okay? It is by no way, shape, or form better than this scope right here. Okay? It's not. It's not on par with glass. The glass is better in this scope. The illumination is better in this scope. The turrets are better in this scope. I could go on and on and on. This is a better built scope. It's smoother in several aspects. Okay? And they'll lead you to believe that, or maybe it's better than the Vortex Razor. That's not true either. The Vortex Razor is a much better scope than the Arken. Now, I say that because I've shot all of these scopes. This is a Valdata Spider, okay? Valdata Spider. Let's go over a few of these real quick just to show you what's on the table. This is a Valdata Recon Gen 2, okay? It's a $2,800 scope. There is no way that the Arken SH4 Gen 2 or the EP5 even comes close to this scope. No way. Okay? Then we have the Razor. We have a Chronos BTR. This is a Gen 1. Then we have an Athlon. Okay? This is an Aries BTR. Now, it is a better scope than the Titan. And it is a better scope than the Helix. Okay? And it is a better or close to a tie scope than the Athlon Helos BTR. Is it a better scope than the Maven? No way is it a better scope than the Maven. Come on, guys. We've got, there's a lot of, I mean, I don't understand how people come up with this stuff. This is an Athlon Chronos, okay? The Chronos and the Maven are very, very close in the glass department. I give it to the Maven because of the looks, okay? I think the Maven is a dressed up Chronos with similar to almost the same glass. Now the reticle in the Maven I prefer over the Chronos, okay? If this scope was better than all of these sitting on the table, why wouldn't I be running this on everything? Well, it's pretty simple and it boils down to one thing. Seeing bullet trace, okay? When you step up in glass quality, the higher the glass quality, the more you can see bullet trace. And if Tiberius or any of those other guys, I would love for you to show me some footage where you're catching bullet trace on a standard day. Now, on a real cold or a real moisture-filled day, you're going to see bullet trace, okay, through the Arken. Maybe. I haven't seen it yet. These guys, you're going to capture more bullet trace than you would with that. Guaranteed. There's no other, I mean, you can sit here and sugarcoat this all you want. And again, I'm not making a video to be popular. I'm making a video to tell the truth. These guys are better scopes, way better scopes than that scope right there. Now the tracking may be on par with these scopes. That may be true. I don't know that yet because I've not tested it. Now with the EP4, the tracking was great. They're saying the EP5 tracks better. I'm going to find that out. I don't know that yet because guess what? I've not done it. And I don't think these other guys have either. Okay, it's not been out long enough for that. I've not seen any tests to verify what they're saying. So I don't know, guys. It's just a little rant. I've got a whole bunch of emails and a whole bunch of texts from guys asking me if this right here is the newest best thing since sliced bread. It is a great scope, guys. It is. There's no doubt about it. I would say $800 and down. This scope is the flagship. It really is. It beats out scopes that are $800. Now you step up into $1,000, $1,100, $1,500, $2,000, even what Rex said, $4,000. Guys, it's not. I have not froze this scope. I have not done a test where you sink it in water and see if it's waterproof. I've not done any of that yet, okay? Do I want to do that? Not particularly, because I'm afraid I'm gonna find its failure points, okay? And trust me, it's gonna have its failure points. It will. These scopes that are better built, and let's say this one right here, for example, this is a Recon Gen 2. This thing here is built like a tank, 40 millimeter tube. This thing has been tested. I have beat the hell out of this scope, and it keeps coming back for more, okay? This scope, the Recon Gen 2, is a great scope. It has its downfalls. The illumination is not on par with some of these other scopes. It's just not. The illumination sucks balls, to be honest with you. The glass is pretty good. It gets dark on the highest setting, and Val told me that. I mean, he told me when he said not to be running on the highest setting or the erector set bottomed out, it's going to get dark, and it does. The guy's an honest guy. But it does have German shot glass in it, along with a mixture of Japanese glass. It is a great scope. Is it $2,800 worth of scope? That's for you to decide. I own two of them, so if that tells you anything. I own a Maven, I own a Tract, okay? I have a Vortex Razor. I plan on getting the new Vortex that's coming out. So I'm not a Vortex basher. I like the high-end Vortexes, but this is not the second coming. It's not in the scope world. Let me put it to you that way. It's a great scope for the money, okay? And I say that 800 and down. It's a really good buy in that area. Does it compete with the Ares ETR Gen 2? No, the Ares ETR Gen 2 is a better scope. It has better glass, has better coatings, okay? The erector set, I don't know about the erector set. I don't know what erector set they chose to use. I know that it repeats back to zero reliably. We have a lot of guys running the ETR. The Maven has a very good erector set in it. It repeats back to zero a lot. If there is, I'm going to step off of that a little bit. If there's another channel out there that can do this comprehensive of a review for a scope that just come out compares to all these models, I've not seen anybody out there doing that, okay? And again, guys, this is just a response to the emails I've got asking questions about the Arken EP5, 5 to 25, if it's better than X, X, or X. And the answer to that question is, it's as good as or better than scopes that are $800 and under. When you get past that $1,000 mark, guys, you're getting what you pay for. You're not going to buy a Porsche for Volkswagen prices. It simply does not work that way. And Rex made another statement that said that Arken was direct to the customer, and they are. But I am an Arken dealer. I mean, I am one of the few dealers for Arken, okay? So I sell Arken scopes too. I gain nothing and lose nothing by making this video other than telling you guys the truth, okay? I'm not sitting out here trying to tell you that this scope right here will outperform a Night Force attacker, okay? It won't. The Night Force Attacker has better glass than this scope right here. It does, okay? I don't have any Night Forces here. I'm just using that for example. That is a product that I do not sell, but I have spent time behind a scope like that. That is a great scope. You pay a lot of money for the name, the Night Force name, I tell you that for sure, okay? Leopold is another great scope. I don't have any of these on the table. I prefer the Japanese glass. Some Leopold's Japanese, Leopold gets their glass, the best glass they can get for the cheapest price, just like anybody else does, okay? So, anyways, guys, I hope that answers a few questions. I wanted to make this video to kind of slow down that process of everybody thinking that the Arken EP5 is better, because I've been asked that question several times, better than a $2,000 scope. And those channels that I showed you there, other than mine, are spouting just that. And that is a total falsehood. A total falsehood. You guys out there, any of you guys own and shoot an EP5, and you want to try to capture bullet trace in a video through a scope, I would love to see it. I'd love to see that. I'm going to try to do that when it warms up a little bit, but as of right now, the EP4 wasn't able to catch trace, and I'm not expecting the EP5 to be able to do that either. Not in that price range, not with that glass, okay? Again, you cannot buy a Porsche for a Volkswagen price, okay? I've been doing this a long time, guys. I've been messing with scopes and shooting ever since I was a little kid. Now, long range is something that I've been in for a good amount of time. I'm not think I've been in it 30 years or 20 years or whatever Tiberius says he's been in it. And I think some of that's a load of garbage, okay? I'm not calling anybody out here. I'm just stating facts. When somebody spouts off something like that, I lose a lot of respect for them because it's simply not true. It's simply not true. Okay, guys? I appreciate it. I'm sorry to go on about the ramp. I know this is not going to make me a popular guy, but if there's another channel out there that can provide this type of comprehensive review on a new scope, comparing it to all these models, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see what they have to say. Most of the time it's comparing it to one or the other or this or that. I mean, we got a $2,800 scope here. We got, you know, a $2,000 scope here, another $1,600 scope. I could go right down the line naming these scopes. So, you know, $1,700. This is approaching $2,000 right here for this guy. So it is what it is, guys. I appreciate you watching. And if you guys would like this video, like this content, like, share, and subscribe. Trying to grow the channel a little bit. I do this, guys. I do this for you guys. I don't do it for something to do, because I like to spread the truth, okay? And the truth is what I stated. Feel free to comment. Feel free to send me an email. If you disagree with what I said, I mean, you know, let me have it, guys. I mean, I've listened to this stuff and listened to this stuff, and it just gets under my skin, and I felt like it needed a video, because I think there's a lot of falsehoods out there being spread about optics that simply isn't true. Okay? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. I promise. Have a good one.